Seattle Seahawks have wrapped up their 2-day mini camp. So let's get to the video.
excited about Gray. He's what we thought he was up to this point. I mean, he's going to be that. Again, hard to go, but like just certain intentionality, going through the drills, hitting the spots, communicating, being decisive with Charles on the left side. I think those guys are working really well together. So, yeah, really fired up to see him in the fall. The great competition, the one-on-ones, getting the pads on. It's going to be a lot of fun to compete with the. Tell you what, like right now, what are you looking for? You want growth every day. You want the guys having the right mindset, finishing plays the right way. You can't do it physically, but you can chase the ball. You can run out of the stack. You can take the line of scrimmage. So the operation right now is good. I think it's something that we're still chasing. I mean, I'd say very good. But we'll see. And there's a lot of competition. Like we haven't settled some of the spots, and that's good. That means we have a lot of guys that are.
Because obviously this part is mandatory, but I think throughout all of OTAs, the vets have been doing a good job of showing up. There's been times where they've missed a few days, but I think overall, just the overall vibe of the team, it just feels like everyone's locked in and wants to be here.
Mike was talking about the connection of this group. How much are you feeling that as players? This group is just really good?
I mean, I feel it a lot. I'm obviously going into year 11, so I played a lot of football, been on a lot of teams, and not only am I seeing that we have a very talented team right now, one thing that stands out above the talent is just the connection, and that's something that I've been trying to talk to the guys that's really going to take us to that next level where we want to go. Because I've told them I've been on tons of talented teams that we have great players in all positions, but we just didn't have that same connection. And we had a 10-win season, but didn't go to the playoffs and stuff like that. And I'm telling them how those small things, like having connection and being able to communicate on and off the field, kind of helps you get to that next level.
What are you seeing with this team, all the continuity, and obviously second year in Mike McDonald's defense? How are you seeing the flow and how things are in sync out there compared to what it was like this time last year?
Being able to run the ball at an efficient rate definitely helps everyone on the team. Being able to control the game, be able to control the clock, and really play our game and not let the defense dictate. Everyone just been together as one. We out here working toward the same goal. Everyone wants to win. Everyone wants to take advantage of the opportunities we have, and I feel like we're doing it. I feel like we're on the right track to do what we want to do.
All right, so there you go. You saw some B-roll. You heard some post-practice clips from head coach Mike McDonald, Leonard Williams, and also Charles Cross. So here are my camp takeaways, or off-season takeaways, if you will. The first thing is the defense is miles ahead of the offense, which should be expected. And look for rookie Nick Emenwari to play a factor. He's going to be on the field, and we saw him in different positions. At one point, we all thought that he was actually playing a linebacker in the box there, but he's big, and he is a physical safety, so we'll just see. But the bottom line you can attest to is that they moved him around because of his just physical skills that he has. The other note is Uchenna Nwosu, defensive note. Nwosu will be back for training camp. He's supposed to be on schedule. So he was out here, Nwosu was, and so was everybody in terms on the roster was out here. Mike McDonald talked about that's a rarity. And one other note on the defensive side, another positive one, Kobe Bryant had just a quiet, effective off-season. And the other one is, if it's possible, Devon Witherspoon also continue to show that he's a leader, and he's willing this defense to get better along with other leaders as well. You heard from Leonard Williams, and I would also say Julian Love. And Boye Mafe also, I think, looked good and looks like he's ready to take that next step. Now, the big question is that offense. Now, what did I see? The offense did what they needed to do without pads. The question about Sam Darnold looked like Sam Darnold. He's athletic, smart, but he's an average passer. He is not going to, win you games if you have to rely on him on his passing more than the run game. So the run game has to be established, and the Seahawks have to run the ball well. If they can run the ball well, then Sam Darnold is a good quarterback. Look, I think he's about 15th ranked. I would rank him at the 15th best quarterback, 12 to 15 in the NFL. Good game manager. But again, going back to the run, what has to happen? First thing, Ken Walker has to be healthy. We saw him out here. Mike McDonald said he had an ankle issue, and he didn't tell us was it left or right, but Walker did end up in team drills. In the team install part of it. So that's a good sign, and you would expect that he should be ready by training camp in July. As for the offensive line, we know that there is a heightened competition at center between Jalen Sandell and also Olu Oluwatimi. And then the other position that's up for grab there is at right guard, and that is between Christian Haynes and Anthony Bradford. And so Sandell might, saw a couple reps there, but there's some really healthy competition in those two positions. But the other three are pretty well locked up, and that is Abe Lucas at right tackle, Charles Cross at left tackle, and Gray Zabel just stepped in and has been doing it like he is a vet. So those three positions are set. And again, Mike McDonald said he's on record, he'd like to get the competition sooner than later, squared away sooner than later. And all in all, the Seahawks accomplished what they had to do without pads. And what you're trying to do in the offseason is you're trying to do some install. You're trying to set your base. That is, everybody understand the culture that your team is about. And I think the Seahawks did that because they really have some veterans, players that are not old but have been around. Mike McDonald said we're a very young team, so you take this rookie class that they are just going gaga about, and some of these veterans, players that have been around, not old, Julian Love, Leonard Williams, 12th year, they accomplished what they needed to do. Up next is going to be the training camp in July. For the CascadiaSports.net report, I'm Asvita Mariira. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Thanks for subscribing.